Picture this. A young girl gets off the school bus, her backpack bouncing on her small shoulders as she hums a song she learned in music class that day. She rounds the corner to her apartment complex, only to see something she doesn't quite understand. Her mother sitting on the curb, surrounded by all their belongings. Confused, the little girl runs up, tugging at her mother's sleeve, asking, "What's wrong, Mama?" The mother smiles through tears she's trying to hide, grips her daughter's tiny hand, and whispers, "Everything's gonna be all right." But deep down, she has no idea where they're gonna sleep that night. No idea how she's going to explain to her daughter that they just lost their home. As they sit there waiting for what's next, the little girl finally asks the question her mother didn't expect. "Why not us, Mama? Why can't we have a place to stay like everyone else?" And in that moment, the mother realizes the depth of what her child is asking. It's not just about a housing, it's about belonging, it's about fairness and dignity. This isn't just a story, it's a reality for thousands of families across this country. And it's a reality I cannot stand and will not accept. Affordable housing is more than a policy. It's about dignity, stability, and opportunity. It's about ensuring that no child has to face the heartbreak of losing their home. It's about making sure no mother has to fake a brave face while her world crumbles around her. It's about giving every family a fighting chance to build a better future. I didn't grow up in affordable housing, but I've benefited from it as an adult. I've lived with the fear of being one paycheck away from eviction. I've seen the strain it puts on families and the toll it takes on communities. And I've witnessed how stability of home you can afford can be the difference between surviving and thriving. I've also seen the other side of the coin, friends who grew up in public housing, families who've relied on Section 8 and in neighborhoods where affordable housing gave people a foothold to build something better. But I've also seen what happens when housing is treated as a commodity instead of a necessity. Families displaced, communities fractured, and opportunities lost. See, this fight is personal for me. It's about ensuring that little girl in my story never has to experience the fear of homelessness. It's about making sure her mother has a fighting chance to give her children a better life. It's about ensuring every family has the dignity of a stable home. We need policies that preserve affordable housing. We have and to build more of it. We need to protect tenants from unjust evictions and predatory practices. We need to prioritize housing as a human right, not a luxury for the few. But policies alone aren't enough. We need people, everyday people who believe in this fight, people who understand that housing insecurity isn't just a statistic, it's families, it's neighbors, it's us. See, when I think about that little girl and her mother, I'm reminded of why I'm standing here today. See, this isn't just numbers or policies, it's about lives. It's about making sure no child comes home to find their family evicted and no parent has to face that moment of despair. We can no longer afford to sit on the sidelines while families are torn apart by housing insecurity. We can no longer accept a system that prioritizes profit over people. We must act, and we must act now.